Hi, this is Dr. Bell again, and welcome to the module on infants and toddlers. Infant-toddler development is really important. It sets the foundation for lifelong learning. Now, in this module, you're going to see and hear some of the things you saw and heard in previous modules on observing and recording, brain development, of course, and on the principles of development and how developmental theories apply. But you're going to see it applied to the specific age ranges of infants and toddlers. Now, the infant-toddler period is from birth to 3 years old. Once they turn 3, they're not a toddler anymore. They're officially preschoolers then. It's the foundation of their lifelong development, so a lot of time and energy should be spent in infant-toddler care and development. Teachers of young children, especially of infants and toddlers, should be well versed in child development, and they should be prepared to apply their knowledge of child development for programming decisions for infants and toddlers. The majority of you probably won't be infant-toddler teachers, but if you're in the birth through kindergarten program or a program that trains for birth on, this is going to be important. But even if you're not an infant-toddler teacher, teachers should always know the developmental stages their children should have already gone through. There's some important things for you to remember with infants and toddlers. First, because the most brain development takes place during this period, you should be making sure they have the absolute best practices possible. And unfortunately, that's not what happens in our nation. In our nation, babies are just put with any grown-up that's still breathing. But we have a lot of harmful practices happening with infants and toddlers. A lot of harmful practices happening with infants and toddlers. Infant-toddler caregivers often are the ones that are least educated, unfortunately. They think that just because you smile and like children, you're qualified to work with that age group, but that is not the case. We have very, very poor care for infants and toddlers in the field of early learning here in America. The other thing that I want you to think about as you go through this module is what cognitive stage of Piaget's stages as an infant toddler in. We're going to talk about that. You're going to find out about what psychosocial stage they're in with Erik Erikson, and it's important for you to know that and what that looks like. It's also important for you to get a good grasp of attachment. Attachment is absolutely vital for healthy lifelong development. I could do 6 or 7 workshops, 3-hour workshops on attachment and its impact for later life. Attachment is crucial. So when you're looking at the developmental theories, you're going to think about Bowlby and Mahler and Ainsworth, which some of you have done the presentations on. Those things are important for infant-toddler development. But what I also want you to think about is culture. Now we're going to start really diving into what culture is and how its influence impacts development. Culture is really important, and even with infants and toddlers, the way mommies and daddies and caregivers take care of babies is an expression of their culture. I mean, just think about how you feed a baby and what's important to feeding babies. Babies should be fed on demand, according to Erik Erikson's theory, but in some cultures they don't necessarily do that. Some cultures they wear the babies in papooses on their back. Some babies they hold them in the crooks of their arms. Some babies they don't hold. Some cultures they don't hold the babies at all. They keep them in car seats, particularly the American culture, which is the most harmful, by the way, developmentally speaking. Car seats are good to keep babies physically safe. They are not good to keep babies in all day. So remember that. Babies should never be in a restraint device for more than 5 minutes. Babies need to be out on the floor to explore, or in mommy or daddy's arms or the caregiver's arms to be nurtured and loved. So I hope you enjoy the module, and I hope you get real insight on physical, cognitive, language, and social and emotional development of infants and toddlers. Enjoy the activities.